I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play Dawn of Man. This game was gifted to me by a viewer for Christmas, and it's kind of a prehistoric Banished. It's basically a settlement game, settlement building and management game. We'll just go ahead and jump into it. Continental Dawn. So we get to pick a location, which is of course a different map, and the maps do matter because the layouts of resources are different, and in a way they seem kind of themed. Some of them are very ore heavy, and others more hunting. We'll just pick the Forest River because it's a pretty good layout, I feel. We'll call our settlement the Ugagaz, because of course I don't think that ever shows up anywhere. Double right click on terrain. Now that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, first thing we're going to do is pause. So little tool tips like that are nice at the beginning there, little hints, but there is also actually extensive documentation. There is a tutorial that takes you through the basics, but you can actually go into help and find a lot of information on all the nuances of the game. But anyway, we start out with a pretty basic settlement because I chose basic already settled as an option, and you start with 7 cavemen and two adult women, 2 adult males, an old man, and 2 children. That's the pretty standard layout. And the first thing we want to do is gather a lot of resources, because the first challenge of the game, just like in Banished, is surviving the winter. And we see up here that it is moderately temperate and it is spring, so we've got all year to prepare. And I don't think I want to do anything with my menus just yet, but I probably will at some point. A lot of information screens, so that's good. The first real goal is to make sure everyone has winter-appropriate clothing, which they do start out with. You can see their inventory down here. They've got a wooden spear, harpoon for fishing, and a skins outfit. Skins have a warmth of 2. I do have the ability to learn some other things, and I can, through tanning, make myself some leather outfits. And leather outfits are probably more appropriate for summer, but it's going to take me a while to get there. So first thing we need to do for gathering resources is find out where they are, and we can do that by this primal vision, which highlights all of the resources around me, which is pretty cool. And the reason that I chose this map is because of important resources over here. We actually have ores. We've got copper, tin, and iron. There are 4 eras in the game, and we will progress through technology, of course. And so I figure that having this here is going to be really helpful for hunting and defense. There are raids, and the game's loading screen tips kind of hint at that. And so I want to make sure that I've got that going for me. I've also got pretty plentiful supplies of flint, which will help out early for tool development. And I've got a rock here that is available for building a megalith. Once we get to religions, unfortunately, that looks kind of like... I got a couple more downriver. Okay. I've also got some gathering spots, all these green areas. Actually got a lot of ore surrounding us. And we have pretty decent access, I guess, to... well, not really. I was going to say we had some access to animals, but they are actually kind of far away. Now, one thing you'll notice about the animals is that they are highlighted in a different color, which is not very color-blind friendly. In fact, none of this is, but... so we've got these little mouflons, mountain goats basically, down here that are green, indicating that they will be very easy to hunt. I've also got a bison here in orange. She is an ancient bison, but she's not actually old. It does actually show you, if I could maybe find one, there's a woolly rhino who is red. We don't want to be hunting that just yet. Yeah, these are all healthy. There are actually old animals. Okay, like this one. This is an old female. This is bright green. This is the easiest kind of animal we will have to hunt. We obviously want to be hunting animals primarily for their skins and leather, but also because they provide bones, which I can use for the next tier of weaponry. Anyway, let's start placing work areas. I want to start gathering sticks. And okay, good. I've got a large area over here that I can gather sticks from, so I'll just go ahead and indicate that. I'm also going to click on this and allow up to 2 people to work here. So up here in the corner you can see your workload, and you can actually break down who's doing what, and I'm sure that's great for micromanaging later as the settlement grows. But basically what this means is that the higher this workload goes, the more tasks you are trying to do with not enough people. And so that's a good indicator that, if I've got so many things set up, it's going to take a while for them to happen. In fact, maybe early on I only want to do 1 because we really don't have too many viable workers. So let's do obtaining flint. That's a pretty important thing early on. Now I could try and just eat up this. It is kind of in range of that bear. Or I can just go here because it's got access to 2, so it will be a while before we run out of the resource. You do run out of resources, which kind of indicates that you then have to find new sources, but also migrate. The map actually goes for quite a ways, which is pretty interesting. I mean, we can really get down here and hunt. That is one thing you do have to watch out for, because if you indicate an animal that you want to be hunted, which down here you can tag them for hunting. If they are the kind of animal that runs away, your people will chase them for a set distance, but it's quite a distance. So anyway, did I put that down? We'll just put it here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we got that. We also need a hunting area, which I won't set up right away, but I will set up fishing. So I want to cover 2 zones here so that they fish both of them alternately. And I want to set up a collecting thing. Now, the collecting resources, plant resources, and this looks like the most I will get out of this one, doesn't happen until certain seasons and certain technologies. So like this emmer here, this very early sort of wheat grass, I can't do until the fall, but I think I also need the technology to do it. But there's also things like, well, there's einkorn, blueberries over here, some berries from the tree. So, a lot of different resources, but what they are good for is surviving winter, because you can preserve certain things, and so it allows you to stockpile foodstuffs when you can't go fishing or the hunting is not so good at the moment. However, in just the little bit that I've played of the game already, it seems like people just sort of eat whatever. I'm sure there's got to be a way to prioritize or forbid them from doing something until you can get to the season, then turn it on. But anyway, so we've got that. Then what? We also need to... We don't need to obtain stone just yet. We don't have anything to use that for, so I think we're good. Another thing that I need to do, and they're just going to automatically go, is start setting up some other things. We start out with a crafter, which is very important. I'm going to set this to automatically make as many of the biface knives, wooden spears, and wooden harpoons as there are settlements, or settlers, I should say. That way they have that all prepped and ready to go. I'm also going to set this as a priority so that someone is always focused on doing that. This is the girl. I think I accidentally allowed... I did. Let's set her up to hunt, because we need that boar. We need early amounts of... I'll try this one too. Your people will swim across rivers. Maybe I'll also set this up for 2. I mean, we're at 114%, so people are going off doing their thing right now. We need to be collecting materials so that they can be used in crafting. One thing I do want to build right away, or as close to right away as I can, is storage. Storage is what will allow me to hold on to things for a larger amount of time. I seem to have completely forgotten how to, there we go, to turn that around. We'll make this pretty central, I guess, to the settlement. Although I could make it go to the back here. We'll make it opposite. I just don't want to get too boxed in right away. But this is going to require several resources, one of which is dry skins, which I have none of. And the control scheme's a little bit awkward. I don't know why you can't tilt with the middle mouse button. You can just do panning. It's not full free camera controls. Anyway, so in order to get dry skins, we have a few skins right now, but we will require, it's in production tab, a skins dryer. I'm going to plop down a couple of them. Put one there, because these do take time. And that lines up nice. Okay, awesome. We will also set time forward just a bit. I think I will also require a storage. That is not storage. That is storage for a rock pile. And we'll just put this over here by the wood pile, and also pretty close to my storage unit and the crafters. So all kinds of stone and wood will go here. Obviously I've got 4 slots. Right now I will be taking in sticks and logs. The rock pile will have, oh no. So you see how far we chased that boar over here. Quite a ways, unfortunately. Now you can actually highlight your people and tell them to go after something, which prioritizes that just a little bit more, and the coordination is actually very useful. So any other animals nearby? Looks like hyenas. Yeah, hyenas will attack. Not every animal will. The bears tend to be pretty chill. Cave lions will run in every now and then. Wolves run by in nomadic packs. Yeah, the hunting's not so great actually. Draw completely failed to hunt that boar, which is not so good. Hopefully the migratory paths are going to improve just a little bit. We will speed this up. I don't know where Old Man Zamek is going. Ah, he's collecting flint. Okay. No storage slots left. Well, they need to begin working on this, which actually means they need to begin working on these dryers. So I'm going to prioritize them. And maybe Old Man Zamek can start building it. We have no fuel. Ah, I have not collected enough stones, or sticks rather. We will send 2 people to do that. Again, this is hurting me, but the faster I can get them to start working on some things, the better off I will be. I could turn this off in high priority. Where's she going? I think she's off to collect more, yeah. So I've collected 10 sticks, giving myself a knowledge point. It's going to take me 5 to unlock anything useful right away. You can also domesticate animals, which is pretty cool. Got enough flint for a point there. How about I have you specifically work on this? She needs sleep. I've just got them doing too many things. But 86%, so the workload has gone down just a little bit. Okay, good. So she's starting on that, which means we can get the skins, which means we can get the storage hut up, and that means that we will be in a good way going into summer. A couple people need to sleep. One thing I'm going to go ahead and get ready to build the spiritual tab. We're going to pick a skull pole. And I guess I could just put that kind of right here in the middle of the village, sort of in the central square. A little bit weird, but this is how people sort of retain their happiness. They ask the spirits to help out. Now, there are other buildings, but basically this fits just right here, so I'm just going to build it right there anyway. And the way that you increase your population... Oh, Old Man Zamek, it's summer. People are going naked. cooking food. The way you advance your civilization is by building huts, and then people will eventually move into them. And I imagine they will also breed. Uh-oh, cave hyena. Okay, this is good. This is good, though, because we actually can have others help. So maybe we can click on that. That is not... I'm trying to click on that. There you go. It appears that he is using his harpoon. Not so good. We clearly... I mean, I don't know why. He's got... We have 7 spears for 7 people. I'm not really sure why he didn't pick up one of those. But anyway, we have a hyena available. That's good. And we have knowledge ready to go. So let's pause on that, and we will unlock. I'm going to unlock food drying. This means that my food supplies will last longer. Tanning sounds like it might be a good idea right now, but really, I feel like we need to unlock the food drying. This is what the tutorial has you do as your first tech, and it's basically a good idea. Helps it last a little bit longer, and then you go stacking through tools. So, and we do have to learn everything in an era before moving on to the next one. Oh, and there appears to be more than 4. Cool. I think there was recently just an update to all this. So, now that we've got that, I'm going to come into production and add a food dryer. And I'm going to add the food dryer... I mean, I really could have just put it right next to the storage hut. And in fact, I probably should, because it's just going to be that much easier for this to have access to it. Maybe behind this hut? I'm trying to keep this in sort of a... Thing is, though, I kind of want it central to the inside of my settlement because, like I said, there are raids, and I can only imagine that eventually I will need to defend myself. Would you... Okay, she's working on it. Let's zoom up. What was Zamek doing? He was collecting berries. Given that summer is a quarter over, that's probably a good idea. Anything coming my way? I don't see anything out here worth hunting. A bunch of cave lions out there, looks like. Got an auroch. Yeah, man, this isn't good, but we do appear to have a herd of something. I may have to travel. That's quite a ways from my area, unfortunately. Can we bump up fishing? 100% workload, so... Pretty good pile of flint, it looks like. Hunting and gathering knowledge. Milestone acknowledged. Unlocked. Knowledge 2. There's no acknowledging in there. So it's going to take a while for these. People will store things in their huts, but there's limited capacity for that. So until... Ooh, wait. Cave lion. Ooh, okay, well... I don't think I want to... She is half hungry, so she might, if she keeps sticking around here, she might come by us. He's got a spear. Putting up the meat. Cool. Food dryer. We're now going to take all that raw meat that we just got out of that hyena. Ooh, see? I mean, she's right here. She's leaving, though. She's an old female. What's her danger level? Still orange. Yeah, really, I don't feel comfortable with that until... can someone pick this up? Going to... this is... why do I never... How about you pick that up on your way back? I never seem to put my recording screen in the right corner. Gonna have to put it top center. Okay, so we got this done. That's awesome. Right now, everyone's happiness seems to be pretty decent. Food, okay, food just went up. Someone's carrying bones. That's cool. But now we should be able to have a lot more. We did just unlock another knowledge point. Another knowledge point. Should I just go straight to bone tools or slings? Thing is, slings lead to archery, and they are an intermediate weapon. If we look, how do I look? Okay, so the biface has butchering, and we will be keeping these stone knives for quite a while because they're one of the only tools that allow me to butcher for quite some time. But then we have a wooden spear and the wooden harpoon, which will get upgraded through the bone spear and the bone harpoon. However, if we unlock the sling, that's kind of the intermediate weapon, where we can change from wooden spears to slings and then go straight to bone spears. Now, the thing about upgrading your weapons is that you keep the supply from the previous, and they're very good for trading. They're worth a lot. So it might be worth it just to go do that as the next one, rather than go into more tools, although this will allow me to jump to composite tools, which are actually pretty decent, because that is stone and wood tools. Let's just go ahead and go straight to sling making, though. I would do dog domestication, but so far we don't see any wolves around, so there's no way to do that. And this, I mean, we're about to be out of the hot weather, so we don't need this either for the leather outfits, to be honest. Once we get to sledge making and all that, that's in the next era. I mean, we have to do all these, as I said. We may as well just do sling making next, though. That way we can perhaps take on the next. Yeah, I think we'll just go straight to these. Now, we do have hunting here, which this is level 2 hunting, but it's not good for fighting. So if they want a fighting tool, they'll have to take harpoons. But seeing as how it's the same for a wooden spear and a wooden harpoon, there's no point in having two things, you know what I mean? So we will have that new production being made. And the old man is sticking back. What is she doing? She's just wandering. Anything worth the hunt. Oh boy, now we got another. This one is a full health one. Kind of tells you where she's going, though. There we go. Unpause. I think we might just want to attack that preemptively. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Getting into attack mode. So we will be selecting whomever we can, because our little boy here is about to get hurt. Another thing I can do now that I'm looking at it, I've already got this going down here. Ooh, some big things. I can also set this to gather from these trees, and maybe nope, I can't get that in there as well. Maybe I can. No. Well, because what is it? It's pears and chestnuts. I mean, it's just more food, so I suppose. We'll do that. Okay, so let's see how this unfolds. We ought to be able to take this down. I think we're going to get hurt, but there's enough of us. Yeah, I only took a little bit of a hit. And she is running like the dickens. She is also not wearing anything. But that's because it's too hot for the fur stuff. So we're all good. We are, however, about to go into fall, but we're in a pretty good place. We've got a storage hut. We've got preserved food. I need more skins, but we're about to get some off of this lion. And as indicated up here, I have yet to make any slings. But someone will be around shortly. We're at 43%, 30%, 50%. Okay, well, people are... There we go. Zamek is getting on board, finally. We do have 2 slings now. I'm not really sure, I mean... Yeah, I'm not sure that I can actually tell them what to get. Which is a little bit unfortunate. But they will get things as needed. What is that? Okay, so we took on a red cave lion. I think we can handle another one. We will see where she goes. She's not coming to me at all. What is that? That is a bold lion going to attack an auroch. Oh, nope, it decided to attack me instead. We're gonna need some help. There we go. Excellent. Another source. Perfect. Oh my god, what now? This one too? And unfortunately, oh boy, there's quite a few of them. Can we take them as well? Man, there's more. There's more. We're gonna have to go attack that one and see how this goes. I wish it would just go straight to... Ah boy, she's... Ooh, we almost lost her. That's not good. I don't know that I have any way of healing her. Hopefully she'll just hang out in there for a while and heal back up. That was awful damn close. What can I have them do? Can I actually have them... I can have him do chores? Sure. Okay, she is going back up. Barely, though. She's not in a good way. I did not realize we were in the migratory paths of predators. We really are, though. Holy crap. Look at that. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. We are not near... I mean, we're literally going to have to go down here if I want more animals. I wish they would pick up some slings. Can I have them... I guess there really just isn't a way to make them prioritize this. How do I look at my people? There's no way to bring that back down. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Okay, well, that sucks. Because I really could use them. I mean, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to do something there, right? Defenses, alert level. Everyone with a weapon will assume combat roles. No, not yet. Apparently we can get gates eventually. Work areas, megalith structures, tasks. Only one person is working at the moment. Activity. Thurin is just wandering around, so I guess I need more for them to do. Okay, well, anyway, that's a pretty good start for the settlement, aside from the fact that we almost lost one of our children. Next step, I think, now that we've got some hides and dry skins, is making another hut, because then that will allow me to get more workers and have more things to do. So, now that we see that I am, in fact, getting a lot of these people just lazing around, we can actually up all of these to have 2, so that they will start prioritizing a little bit more, hopefully. And we've got that set to 2, and I've got that set to 2. Excellent. Okay. There is also the ability to set limits for this, so I can increase my limits, but I don't really need to be doing that at the moment. I have 4 more slots for storage items. Someone put down a hunting spear. I wish someone would go grab a sling. Maybe that's where I'm getting it wrong. Can I have you go here? No. I wish you could do that. I wish you could tell them to go grab stuff. There has to be a way. Anyway, I will perhaps look that up, and I'll end the episode here, and see you next time.